feel comfortable out here, all right? Our presence doesn't mean you guys have to leave, so we come out here all the time, and it's because we want to give back to people like yourselves and fight against the injustices that we have in the government, all right? Mic check, mic check.
One mic.
Come on, y'all gotta wake the fuck up. Mic check, mic check.
Who's three? Five streets. Who's three? Five streets. Who's three? Five streets. Let's do it.
Make sure y'all get plenty of water. I remember the last couple years we were out here, our throats were just done after a couple stops, all right? Everybody rock and roll, ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to those that came from out of state. I know that you traveled a long, long way. Here in the, it's worth it. Thank you, thank you. Anonymous here, Philadelphia region. We are part of the Anonymous Northeast Operations Network. So this is your home too. This is your home grounds too. So whether you're coming from New Hampshire, you're coming from Maine, you're coming from Vermont, Maryland, we are here for you. What's up, buddy? He's on his way to New Hampshire, all right? Maybe one of you guys could link up with him and get him involved in some of your activities up there. So this is our 7th, right? Somebody tell me? 7th?
Yeah.
7th Million Mass March that we've had. We began Million Mass March organized by our brother Fairhurst. Shout out to Fairhurst. Make some noise for Fairhurst, man. He's doing his thing over there. A lot of what he does is stuff that we should be doing. All right, that sense of independence, that drive, that ferocity that he shows up with is something that we can all respect and take part of. All right, Million Mass March 2013, we had DC popping over those 2 years there. 2013, 2014, thousands and thousands of us were out there. 2015 was. I'm sure. How many of you were out there in DC in 15? 2016, yeah, 2016 started to kind of get that spark again. That is what I want to talk about in this march, is that our election years are where our presence peaked the most. All right, what is next year? 2020, Trump re-election, right? All right, so let this be an opportunity for you to start a new year from this point till next year, to go ahead and put plans in place to help us grow as a movement, help us get out and resurrect our street presence out there. You know how many people showed up to the Million Mass March DC today? 2 people. 2. All right? And it's not like we've had a lot of deaths. We've had a lot of people get locked up, but not to that point where we lost thousands. They're just waiting. All right? So we need to be on our A game, moving over to the next year, and make sure that we get things going and give them that motivation. All right, I know here in the Philly crew, we're here all year round doing our thing. The Maine Northeast crew doing their thing. All right, you make some noise, man. I always talk about beacons of light in the movement, things that keep the pulse of the movement going. When I was involved in Anonymous early on, I remember the Cincinnati crew, Ohio crew was doing their thing. The Florida crew was doing their thing. Make sure, hey, clap it up for them, man. They're the reasons why, like, we were able to still be here to this day. It's generational, the things passed the torch. So as we were getting into like 2015, 16, and onward, the Philly crew kind of took over there. You know, I mean, that is us here in the Philly. So, and then now we see the main crew as the ones that are passing on the torch, carrying the movement here. So, round of applause for everyone that is still putting the effort. I tell you what, it's easy as fuck to come out when there's 1,000 people, but I shout out to those that were out here in Philly when there was like 5 or 10 people. So, Dre, are you still here? Did you already dip off? Did he already leave us? There he is, he's hiding, man. Make some noise for Dre. He was out here, one of the first ones out here. Him, Jada Chico, they were out here maybe 4 or 5 deep. Every single Philadelphia Million Mass March, he has been here. So whereas the rest of us were down in D.C. raising hell, he was still here making it happen and showing that, kind of like building a foundation for us here. So, 2017, well, let me recap. So, we had the election year, 2016 Million Mass March, kind of rearranged some of Trump's furniture in his hotel that year. A couple of us got arrested in the process. Police were swinging batons at us. We were non-violent. I'll say it to this day. Like, we were non-violent. They started the shit, and it's on camera there. So, News to Share covered that event. Ford Fisher. So, he is covering the event today through myself. All right. In case you guys don't know, like, I've been doing journalism over the last like 6 months. Thank you. So, what I do ask is when we get opportunity later on, if you want to say something about your cause, about anything specific, pull us aside. My wife here, Amanda, will do an interview with you real quick. So, last year's News to Share, we were able to get 250,000 views with just 50 people here. We were able to get 250,000 views between the live streams and the 2 posts there. All right, so it's a golden opportunity. This is a huge platform that they're allowing us to be a part of. All right, so please, I encourage you all. News to Share, man. We're going to give him that shout out later on. Shout out Ford Fisher for always putting himself in danger at all our marches and all that stuff too. So, and never ask for a single dime either. Never ask for a single dime. 2016 we did some furniture rearranging stuff. We all came together as a movement here in the Philadelphia area. We were talking about, hey, how come we're always in DC every year when in our own backyard we're having our own Million Mass Marches out here? You know, guys out here, we're down 5, 10, maybe up to 20 people out here. We figured it was like a sense to try to come back home. All right. And then what we were doing is trying to do something different than what the previous marches were. We added a little bit more structure in terms of route and organization, as well as bringing forth, we did some music videos here. I don't remember if you guys remember, we did martial law music video right in the middle of the march with Sherry Dubois, Stevie Franks, local artists from this area. So that march was kind of like symbolic. It was that we were kind of like a renaissance for us here in Philadelphia. We got started. That same time, Philly was struggling with their own thing. Instead, they didn't have that DC was struggling with their own thing. They didn't have the organization and all those things. So this is something that we as Anonymous need to improve on. All right. I know we don't have leaders, but we shouldn't be discouraged from letting people show their leadership qualities. All right. We should be known as a leader-full movement instead of a leaderless movement. Every single person has the opportunity to kind of put this thing in motion, and we get behind it. I am not the leader of this movement. I'll go ahead and say it, Philly, no. What you will find is core members of our crew here in Philly put things together year-round, and we all get behind one another. There is no structure, no rank, or any of that. All right, so please, if somebody you see in the movement is starting to exude those leadership qualities, let them. This is what this movement needs, especially over the next year. This is why I'm saying, prepare yourselves. 2020 is going to be big. Whether we're here, most of us here will probably be in DC. So for those that can't make it out to DC, I salute you for holding it down for us down here in Philly, but we got to go ahead and make a statement out there. All right, so 2018, we had our second march, and that was kind of like where the movement, second big march, excuse me, because 2017, we had 50 people here. Guess how many officers showed up that year? I heard 100, how many? I think they're mad still about that. They're trying to still paying the debts off from that day. There was 400 to 500 officers for us here at the Million Mass March. We're a peaceful movement. You know, we'll go and expose like the bullshit they're on, all the racism that has come out over the last year about Philadelphia PD. But as far as just, going after them is not our thing. You know what I mean? We have bigger fish to fry. All right, so we had helicopter over us. I don't know where our escort is today. I guess until things will call out the choppers. So we had the choppers, we had